Hello there, beautiful joy seeker. Welcome to the I Am Changing podcast. I'm your podcast host, Kaz Humphreys, aka The Change Chick. Welcome to episode 69, the most profound question to ask yourself. In this short episode today, I'm going to challenge you with a question to ponder as we enter and embrace the new energetic year. We've hit the end of January, we've started with February. There's just a few more weeks left of the shedding snake energy of 2025. And the new year, the new energetic year, will coincide with a solar eclipse and the new Chinese year of the fiery horse. Today's episode is called What Can I Give Myself That No One Else Did? And that's a big one. It's subtle, it's profound. And you know what? Last year, there was an energetic theme that delivered a spiritual and radical transformation change. Did you experience all of the feels that last year brought? The reality is, last year was absolutely enormous, wave after wave of shifting vibrational space. There was drama. There was all of our old patterns and crud surfacing into our conscious awareness. And it was big. And I liken those heavy sensations to being bumped around. It's like being inside a washing machine. It's you hit the sides and it's wham bam, and it was not comfortable. And I know because I wasn't alone, I was in it too. But my clinical clients and my professional colleagues, they were all telling me they were feeling it too. You weren't alone. And there's something significant I want to share with clients to bridge the gap between clinical appointments, because some of you are listening to these podcast episodes and you will land on something that you need for that day and you'll work your way through the list. This is an invitation to journal. Today's episode is really to ask a very profound question and then get into your journal, because this is one activity, just like breath work, just like nature immersion, where you can really do some beautiful healing work between your therapeutic appointments and fast track. You don't have to sit in discomfort or pain or suffer. You can be doing a lot of proactive work yourself at home. However, I recognize there are times when it feels overwhelming to sit and feel those sensations of unexpressed emotions. It can feel awful. And sometimes it can feel impossible to speak about what you're feeling. Sometimes there's no words, the throat gets jammed, but the sensations of those emotions remain in our body. And when this heaviness resides, journaling can allow your body to express what you've been holding on to in the subconscious and in your somatic body form. It's a fabulous form of expression to stop those thoughts swirling around your everyday mind. There can be occasions where you open your journal and the intensity can be so great that you don't even know what to write. Pop the pen in your hand, sit there, and just allow yourself to hold that whatever has arisen, because emotions can be like clouds, and the cloud can be rainy, and then the next day it can be sunshine again. So because you're a precious child of the universe, you are deserving and worthy to both feel that sensation and not run from it. And you also deserve to unpack it and process it and shift it along. It's that simple. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. When you're always in survival mode, there's no space for growth, evolution, or recalibration. When you're in a state of survival, there is zero space or capacity for healing. And so, what I want to invite you with this question: what if I could permit you to look at your pain in a different way? What part of you hasn't healed because you've been too busy surviving or progressing to just get to tomorrow? And last year, I was both physically and emotionally challenged with pericarditis. I was in hospital, had cardiac surgery, and I found myself journaling one day just to gain a lot more self awareness about the situation, because it felt like it came out of nowhere. It was just ready to be experienced. Let me tell you, when life hits you a good one up the backside of the head, if you don't cry, if you don't breathe through it, if you don't sit still with it or do something different, your old reactive response, it will seek an unconscious way forward. And it won't be through process, it will be through avoidance and procrastination. So if you haven't dealt with the life slap yet, you've just reacted to it. So this is your permission to acknowledge those slaps, to acknowledge the parts of you that haven't healed. And you don't have to do all your healing at once. It's time to process and learn so that when tomorrow arrives, you will have naturally evolved and recalibrated change within your nervous system. This is your permission to parent yourself. And I wonder where you might start that healing process. I wonder whether you'll give yourself permission to soften, permission to be vulnerable, to cry, to feel, to sit still with whatever arises. Will you allow those sensations and just sit with them until they pass? These emotional sensations are really like clouds. And when you really get in and allow yourself to sit with the pain, the stuckness, the void, it really does shift along, and you can use your breath to do that. But you also need some help to learn how to sit with that and feel safe doing it. And you could start with journaling or writing about it as if writing a love letter to your inner self holding those wounds. And I wonder what that part might have been trying to survive all of these years. I wonder what they need to feel safe. I wonder what it feels like to release the need to survive. And write that answer in your journal, because this is what you discuss in your therapy session, whether it's counseling, whether it's body therapy or kinesiology or an energetic healing or chiropractor. It actually doesn't matter what therapy you go to. When you can explore and become more consciously aware of what the things that are arising and you can name them, this is actually how you bridge the gaps between your therapeutic sessions with your practitioner. They're just your guide. This is how you dig deep. This is how you heal. So I wonder what might stop you from learning to answer those questions, or this question: what did I need but never got? And then ask yourself this most profound question of all: can I now give this to myself? What did I need and never got? And can I now give this to myself? It's a ripper of a question, isn't it? Asking yourself simple yet profound questions supports you to build a relationship with yourself, and allow yourself to be surprised at how simple the answers might be as you gift yourself exploring the missing links. Be prepared, there may be onion layers involved when you start to ask yourself, what did I need but never got? And can I now give this to myself? So rather than staying in, well, I never got this, can you sit with the sensation of I never got it, and then come in and answer? This loving part of you can answer, I can now give that to you. I can now parent you. I can now befriend you. I can now love you. And I wonder how that feels. As always, my social media pages, my YouTube channel have a bunch of inspiration ready for you to consume. Simply search for me using the links in the show notes below. And to grow my audience, it helps me immensely if you could hit the follow and the like button. I'd be so grateful. Thank you also in advance for sharing this particular episode within your own change tribe. I hope it generates a fire of loving support and proactive discussion of how you can take charge of your journey steps throughout life, regardless of the challenges that life has brought you. I'm your podcast host, Kaz Humphreys, aka The Change Chick, and the I Am Changing podcast is a reminder that we can all choose to change and bloom from within by asking ourselves these questions: what did I need but never got, and can I now give that to myself? Thanks for listening.